Here's a little song I wrote. Try not to something note for note. Don't worry if there's a fish singing to you that's mounted to the wall. If that happens, you give him back that fillet of fish. You hear me? He goes straight to the hospital. My friend was showing me a picture. His son. What gear am I in? Who knows? There we go. His son went fishing and caught, I think it was an 8-pound bass. And for here, nowadays, that's enormous. We're really overfished here, and although some places try to do a good job at stocking, keeping the pond stocked, you know, but some of these big fish are relegated to lore. Hey, well, no pun intended. Well, have the pun. Take it, have it. Free pun. Puns for everyone. And my friend was lamenting. Good grief, there are police everywhere today. Yikes, man. Pay attention. Oh. Do something else. Yeah. Was lamenting it when he was a kid. He caught a really, really large bass himself. And, you know, you had to be intentional about taking pictures back then. You had a camera. If you had a camera, it had, like, typically it was a Polaroid. Shake it, shake it, and then you can see the picture. Or it was like it was an SLR, like single lens reflex. It had a little roll of 35mm film or something comparable, and you had however many pictures you had on that roll of film. 10, 18. Did you have 24 pictures? Who knows? Well, at any rate, my friend, when he was young, caught a big fish and didn't even take it home. It was about the same size, probably 7.5, 8 pounds. Didn't take it home, didn't take a picture. Said, because he was young. Doubtless there are other fish with the potential length of my life. I'll catch dozens of fish that big. Well, he has never caught a bass that big ever again. And he's got white hair sticking out in all directions of his head, his chin, out of his ears, and you know, he's up there, and he's, you know, he's relegated. We were talking, he's relegated. He's probably never going to catch that fish. And he said he should have taken it home and had it mounted. But he didn't do it. Ah, youth. Juventude, vido tesoro. Ya te vas para no volver. Cuando quiero llorar, no lloro. Y lloro sin querer. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I said that right. But that's a little poem I had to memorize in Spanish class when I was in high school. Something about youth, divine treasure. You know, let's see. Ya te vas para no volver. You go, but you can't come back. When you want to cry, you can't cry, and then you cry without wanting to. Ah, youth, yeah. You catch that fish when you're young, and you got other things to do. You're on the move. I gotta get home. We're gonna play basketball in a minute. I gotta get home. I got other stuff to do. You wanna take the fish home? Nah, no. I'm going fishing again tomorrow. I'll catch another fish. Catch another one. That's the way it goes. Sometimes. Do you guys take pictures of the fish? I'm not a fisher person. I don't fish. I like casting and all that stuff. You see something out there, try to hit it with the lure. I don't want to catch anything. Are you serious? Get that thing out of here. The two biggest things I ever caught were one time there was a turtle floating on the surface of the water. And I was fishing with my dad or whatever, and I was like, we had a worm on there. So Got to keep the worm away from the turtle because the turtle will scoop it right up. And then what happened was I realized it wasn't the turtle, it was the snout of like a 40-pound snapping turtle. And then the shell rose behind what I thought was the turtle, and he already had the worm. And we were in a 12-foot tin boat, and with oars, and I reeled the boat to the turtle. That's how big the turtle was. The boat just came to the turtle, and I got up to the side of the boat, and he was like swiping at the fishing line, and his claws, his like clawed foot was like the same size as my hand. And I had heard stories of you know, people like, you know, that you grab one of those by the shell, it'll shoot its head out just like a snake and get you. You get full of stitches, lose fingers that way. So we got it up to the side of the boat. Now, like I said, its claw came out. It was swiping at the line. And what are you gonna do? Cut the line. Cut the line. Then off it went. And it's probably still alive today. They can live a couple hundred years. Those, unless they've drained the pond and put condos there or whatever they do here in Massachusetts. But yeah, he might be swimming around long after I'm gone. You know, I hope he is. I hope that hook works its way out at some point. Oh, he's a snapping turtle. You know, maybe he'll just pass it through. Just tough enough to digest it. Who knows? But the other heaviest thing I caught, it was the same pond actually. Was putting up a crazy fight. It was pulling my line straight down. You know, sometimes things will grab on and they'll just run for the bottom. I guess I'm not a fisherman. I'm pretending I know what I'm talking about. And so that's what this thing did. Straight to the bottom. So I'm pulling, I'm tugging on it, doing whatever, and I realize I don't think it's a fish. What is it? Is it seaweed? Ah, buddy. He was last in this town in 1937. Get with the times, dude. Well, it wasn't a fish and it wasn't seaweed. It was a sweater. I caught a sweater. It was a blue sweater, and I caught it with a fishing rod and a worm. I had that sweater. I reeled it in. I admired it. I said, can you believe I caught a sweater? And then I threw it back. Yeah, I just threw it. I didn't know what else to do. Yeah, and I'm not going to take it home and wash it. So I just tossed it back and let it sink back to the abyss. And away it went. So 40-pound snapping turtle and a mature blue sweater. My two biggest catches. I almost caught a sailboat at the ocean once. We were casting off a jetty, and this it was sailboats that used to go back and forth. Oh, I don't think you can hit it. Oh, give it a zing, and I had to actually stop the, you know, you turn the crank. The lure snapped off. It was one of those big sea lures or whatever. Well, didn't get it back. It went over the sailboat. Well, almost caught it. Almost caught a sailboat. But I chickened out. I panicked. How about you guys? You do any fishing? What do you do? Anything weird like that? Fishing, hunting? I'm not going hunting either. I don't want anything if I'm not going to eat it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to catch something and it just doesn't appeal to me. But I like to eat too. If I was going to hunt, I would want to make sure I was eating what I hunted for sure. But I think I'd be a pretty good shot. But I would also want to make sure I'm a good enough shot to actually kill what I'm shooting at. Zinging something in the ankle, and then off it goes. I know these people. What's up, guys? Alright, Matt the Grader. I bored you to death. Absolutely. I don't think I'll be catching any subscribers this expedition. And that's probably just as well. I like you guys. I like who I got right now. Whoever's listening to me right now, yeah, you're the ones I want. I like you guys. So I appreciate you. I care about you. Thanks for coming along. I'll check in with you soon when I have something important to say. All right, and in the meantime, be good to each other, be good to yourself. Have another cup of coffee. And say something nice to somebody. They're probably lying about how big the fish was that they caught. Let's just smile and say, man, that must have been something. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.